I will remind you that the Bible says that God is not going to cover the entire earth with rain anymore. So if you people just happen to be caught up in that, you might think the whole world is flooding. It won't be. We'll get a rainbow afterwards, and the whole world won't be flooding. But I'm telling you, if they're predicting 40 inches of rain, you guys, it's going to feel like the whole world is flooding, and it's going to be super, super dangerous. And my concern, you guys, is that how do they know? How do they know 4 days before a storm, when a storm is literally 1,200 to 2,000 miles away from shore? How can we pinpoint with such precision that it's going to be 40 inches of rain in this particular region? You guys, let me explain to you how models work. Models use historical data to crunch together forecasts of things that are going to happen. So in order for you to know what will happen, you have to have a very good understanding of what has happened. In order for you to know what feeds into the probability of something happening, you have to understand all the variables around why something happens, okay? To be able to enter those into your models so your models can forecast. Now here's the caveat. If you've never experienced something in the past, you can't build a model of historical data to forecast it happening in the future. In other words, you can't predict that the water on Grand Traverse Bay is going to come on fire if it's never happened before. If it doesn't have a history of having happened in the past, there's no way a model is going to predict it. So what is very concerning to me, what worries me a lot about this, you guys, is the precision with which these people can forecast something that has never, ever happened before. There is no hurricane that has brought 40 inches of rain with anybody knowing it 4 or 5 days before it hits from 2,000 miles away. How do they know this, guys? That's my biggest concern, is that the problems that are going to impact this part of the country is likely not going to be the wind speeds, based on what we're seeing here with the buoys. Now that could change as we get closer to as the storm gets closer to the buoys. I will be able to track it for you with more precision. And as I showed you, the wind speeds of the buoys, whether I've plotted them properly in Google Earth or not, the wind speeds within a 100-mile radius of these buoys are not registering the wind speeds that we expect. Now, I have plotted these properly, and I apologize again for having done that last video with it to the south when it should have been to the north. But either way, my problem is this, you guys. The reason this storm is going to be super bad is because we're going to get like cataclysmic amounts of rain. Now let me just share this with any of the people who might live in the area. You guys, this amount of rain is such a dangerous amount of rain that if you are anywhere close to this, remember those pictures of those people down in New Orleans with their on top of the roof of their houses?
That's it. So you can see how they pumped this thing up at least a week beforehand, getting everybody riled up, everybody running around like a bunch of chickens without their heads, buying up water and bread, and as I mentioned the other day, the knuckleheads buying cases of soda, chips, stuff to make it a tailgate party, making gas very difficult to get a hold of, long lines here for gasoline, a lot of stations were out of gas and had to wait for the trucks to come in to fill the tanks. So this is all part of the condition. I believe it's possible that they are creating these hurricanes via geoengineering, maybe just 10 miles off the coast. I think it's very possible because they have the technology and the capabilities to do this. And the reason why I say that is because one of my Facebook friends, I guess that her husband is into meteorology, and she emailed me or DM'd me and said that he can't find an actual satellite picture of the storm. Everything is animations and CGI. So why are we only getting animations and CGI? Why can't we see an actual satellite view of the storm? Maybe it's because there is no satellite view of the storm. Any because of this storm. And even when there are storms when they are very devastating, think about what happens after that. It's disaster capitalism. There is this, people are rebuilding, insurance claims are filed, and so on. And again, this is a boom to the lumber industry. It's a boom to the housing industry. It's a boom to all of the industries that are tied into rebuilding and reconstructing. You know, so, and I know this sounds extremely conspiratorial, but you know what? You do enough research on this stuff, and this is what they do. So if you're listening to this and you think it sounds wacky, I would suggest that you go do some research, do some homework.